It was a 1974 Rickenbacker bass, beautiful guitar, beautiful guitar. From my brother for my 15th birthday. I love music, I always loved music, the Beatles especially. By the mid-90s, I needed to get some help. I started showing up in detoxes and started showing up in rehabs and showing up at 12-step meetings. And I would, each time before I was about to start treatment, if you asked me, Greg, do you really want to stop? And I'd be, yeah, I really want to stop. If I was to be hooked up to a lie detector test, I'd pass. Yeah, man, I really want to stop, The problem was I couldn't keep that willingness. By the time I showed up at the house at 174, everything was in the pawn shop. I had learned about pawning things, a couple of years prior, or maybe 3 years prior. I had that pawn ticket and it would have it a month and then it would be crossed off because I paid that month, the $200, and another month and another month, and this went on for almost 2 years. It's a special thing to me. I was very fortunate to be able to keep that. And I had lost a heck of a lot in my life. I'd be on a 2 or 3 day tear and it was time to get something to eat, and I'd go to the store and I would get a frozen pizza. I remember sitting standing in line, express line, because I only had one item, and I'd have a frozen pizza, and looking and imagining that all these other folks had nice, normal lives. I didn't know them, but I assumed that they were all normal, and I just didn't even feel a part of the human race at the time. I had my 10-year-old daughter on weekends, and her bedroom was the only normal room in the house. All the other places were, that I would be using and drinking in. But her room was special, and it was kept like a girl's room, and it had like a Disney comforter, and it had a lot of whites and pinks, and it was clean, and it had Britney Spears posters, I can remember. But on the Sunday when she would leave, then I would shut the door there and make sure that, it was kept that way. I don't think that I enjoyed being sober and clean, and I needed to find that. I started getting the DUIs and the jail and the job losses and family, you name it. A lot of the moral boundaries and that I, back in the mid-90s I said that I would never do, I had crossed. But anyway, I did find the courage, I guess it was, to actually ring the doorbell and go in and try it at 174. I was able to see her graduate university, her first go-round at university anyway. She's going back for her master's, as I understand it. And, that never would have happened had I not made some serious changes years back. It's been almost 11 years now since I walked into 174 King. Yeah. It was my 11th treatment, 11th time. It's a special place. In the years that have followed, I've had to recommit several times. I have gone back to 174 and volunteered. I had completed the aftercare program that they have. They have a great alumni barbecue and a super Christmas dinner. I'm able to call up and book a time with a counselor if my life's getting a bit heavy and I need to kind of refocus and recommit. I'm very active in 12-step programs. I sponsor other men. I sponsor a lot of men that had actually came through 174. It's a bright spot in my day. A lot of times these These fellows helped me, and I guess I do help them. And I have a great life today. Today I don't endure life, I enjoy life.